everyone, welcome to this video on an overview of student registration module in IFW Campus ERP 2.0. During this video, we will have a look and feel about the product. In the module list at the left, there is a module Student Registration. This module is used to keep a record of student data in ERP. This module is divided into three parts: Masters, Forms and Reports. Let's have a look at the Master section first. The first form is Student Registration Detail. This form is used to keep a record of all the essential student data. Let's have a look how we can keep the record of student details. You can manage the photographs and signatures of the student. You can keep their general details in record along with their father and mother details. You can keep the class details here. You can also enter the fee details about the student, that for which fee category student lies in and which fee plan will be applied to the student. Accordingly, the student has to pay the amount for the course in which he or she is studying in. Birth dates, admission dates, current class, migrations, new admissions, all these general details can be managed. You can manage their contact details, their address details. Along with this, you can also manage the student status, whether the student has left your institute or the admission has been cancelled due to any reason. You can also keep the cancellation reason records. If the student has given any entrance exams, or the preferences of hostel, mess and transport can be given here if the student is opting these options. When you keep the student details, we provide you some reporting parts here. The Export and Export Plus buttons will be available on almost all the forms of the ERP. You can export your data in HTML, PDF, Excel and CSV. Let's take a print of this record. This is how your data will be presented in the form of report. You can also extract this report in Excel, PDF, HTML, the formats which are available here. Then we come on to the Export Plus. Export Plus is an advanced version of Export. You will get all the fields which are entered for the student here. You can choose the fields in the order according to your requirement. Let's say we are choosing a few fields. For example, if you need to contact to a student, you will have the mobile numbers and email IDs, and I have taken the fields in this particular order. I will choose the serial number. You can also group your records if you want to. You can sort the records. Let's say sort the record by the scholar number, or we can sort the record by the student name. You can set the page orientation as portrait or landscape. You can select the page for the printing purpose. You can also set the margins, alignments and remarks. These features are given here. You can export this data in Excel, CSV and HTML, PDF also. Let's take a print here. This is the report which we have extracted with the fields which were selected and in the order in which they were selected. So this is how you can design your own report templates and save them by giving a name here and clicking on the Save button. On few forms, we have also given two buttons, Report Plus and Reports. These are available on those forms where Export and Export Plus do not satisfy all the reporting requirements. For example, you will get the seat occupancy report, student strength report by fee category, student strength report by caste category, statistics report, batch relation report, promotion reports, etc. Moving on to another form, that is Student Other Details, you can manage some additional details about the student. All your registered students will be visible here. Select the student for which you want to manage the details. The general details of the selected student will flow from student registration details. You can manage the medical details about the students. For example, we have done here. After the medical health checkups, you can manage certain details here. Other than that, you can keep the document record of the student here. We have kept the 10th and 12th mark sheet for the student. You can also keep the photographs or address proofs, ID proofs, etc. according to your requirement. You can keep the relational records here, like any relatives or guardians of the student. Their records can be managed here for any further contact. Next in the list is the co-curricular activities. You can keep a record of co-curricular activities in which the student has participated in. Other than this, you can keep the marks history records, marks summary records, any communication records about the student like any application or any document using this form. Moving further, we will go on to the subject group relations. Using this form, you will be grouping the subjects and then giving the students their relations. We will select a class here and the group which has already been created in the main masters. Here, all the students will be listed. You can either assign or unassign these students. If you want to assign these students, you have to simply click on the students to whom you want to assign this group. If all the students are in same group, you will be clicking on this select all option and then click on save in order to save the record. Previous year registration mappings is used to do the previous year entries. For example, you have implemented the ERP in the mid session and then you want to do the previous year entries about the students. So this form will be useful for you. Let's say we select a course here, then we will be selecting a class. Select a student for which you want. For example, currently the student is in semester 4. Now you want to do the entries about the student for previous sessions. Like let's say in 1920, you want to enter the records of the student for semester 3 or semester 2 and we click on add. Other than that, you also want to do the first semester entries, so you can select the same in the same manner and click on add. Like this, you have selected these details and click on this do previous year registrations for all these students. So all the previous year entries will be done. If the entries are already there, you will be getting the respective message. When the students are promoted from one class to another class or from one session to another session, this form is used for the promotions. After the examinations are conducted, the students will be promoted from one session to another session. Like the students are being promoted from semester 1 to semester 2. When the students are promoted from these odd semesters to even semesters, the session will remain same. You will be selecting the same session and click on fill students. All the students will be listed here and then you have to click on save records. When the students are promoted from even semesters to odd semesters, like the year is changing, so you have to click on in next session because the students will be moving on to the next session. Click on fill students. All the students will be listed here. Select all the students who are being promoted. If all the students are being promoted, you have to select all the students. If you want to restrict any student from being promotion, so you can unselect that student and click on save button in order to do the promotions. Bulk cancellation form is given to cancel the multiple records at one go. For example, there are many students for whom you want to cancel their admissions or that due to any reason they are not continuing with you. So you can select all these students and click on save in order to cancel all those admissions. Branch change is used to shift the section for the students. Just select the university, select the course and select the class. For example, you are shifting one student from BTech CE to another class. Let's say we have selected 2 students here and now these 2 students are being shifted from CE to CS because they have changed their branch. And when you click on save, these 2 selected students will be shifted to another class. Next in the list is subject allotment criteria, that is CBCS. This is used to just create a pool of subjects and allow that this subject will take how much intake of students. For example, you are allowing 30 students in English and 35 students in science. So your total intake is 65. Now, if more students want to opt for English, you won't be allowing because your intake for this subject is limited to this count. So this is the way you are using the CBCS process. It is the choice-based credit system. Auto series generation, we have given this auto series generation to create the automatic series for scholar numbers, enrollment numbers, admit card numbers, reports, so that you don't have to enter every time the manual records. You are just registering your students, and scholar numbers and enrollment numbers are keep on generating automatically in the given series. We have used some special characters here in the series. Our series will start from 1 and it will go till 1000. This is the order in which your series will be generated. For example, first the college code will be used. It will be separated by a slash because we have used the slash as separator. Then course code, again separated by a slash. Then session, again separated by a slash, and then in the fourth you will be giving a number. So this is how your series will be generated. For example, if your college code is, let's say, College of Engineering COE, then BTech, COE/BTech. In that way, your series will be generated. Then you have to define the applicability for which sessions this series will be applied on, which all institutes will be using this series, and which all courses will be using this series, and simply click on save in order to save your records. Next comes the continuation form. This form is basically used to fill up the continuation forms along with their fees. If the student wants to continue with your organization for the next upcoming years, then the student has to fill this form along with the fee payments, and then they have to give the attachments that you have already defined here. For example, their last year's mark sheet and all. So this is how these continuation forms are used. This was about the master section. Then we move on to the form section. Here we have a discipline form with us. This form is used to take the discipline fine. We have some sample entries here. We have taken discipline fine for misbehavior or laboratory fine, uniform fine, transport damage, etc. So this is how we have taken these fine. Let's see how these fines are taken. You have to simply add all the details for whom you are charging the fine. You have certain options here. You can take the fine instantly. Selecting the receipt book, the receipt number will be generated automatic, and the fine amount you have to define how much fine amount you are charging for, and then you can define the date and reason for fine. Next is take from fees. If you select this option, take from fees, this fine amount will be reflecting in the fees module. You can exempt the fine. You can also take the fine later on if you wish to. Deduct from the caution money. As you know, caution money is refundable. You can deduct the fine using this from this caution money amount, or you can deduct the fine from advance amount. If the student has paid any advance to you or to your institute, the fine amount will be deducted from that advance amount. Record of conduct or achievement. If the student has any achievement or code of conduct, this form is used to keep those records. We have a sample record with us. You can keep the academics record, sports record, or any other criteria. This is a Codemaster entry. Wherever in the ERP you see this icon, it will be a Codemaster entry. Select the various options given here like institute, course, class, and select the student for which you want to keep the record. Now we have kept one achievement record or conduct record, whatever you wish to. You can choose the option, select the date, and give the reason for what the student has been awarded or rewarded along with the action taken at this, and save the record. You can generate the reporting pass and group pass using these respective forms. First, we will look at the reporting pass. This reporting pass is generated for the student. The reporting pass is generated for the students. For example, we select one course and class here. A parent has visited the institute, father, mother, or any guardian to pick up a student. Let's say, for example, we will select the student and we will click on save. This is how the reporting pass will be generated, and you will get a print in that. This is the print of the reporting pass. This will be handed over to the student so that the student can leave the campus. Similarly, we will be generating the group passes. Reporting passes will be generated for the individuals. Group passes will be generated for the groups. For example, a group of students is going out of the campus for some purpose. Let's say for visiting a campus or visiting any industry. We will be selecting all the students who are going in a group. Select the submission date, purpose. For example, they are visiting an industry. You can give the reason here. Let's say cement industry. You can select the faculty members from here. Reporting time, departure time, all these will be selected. Select the vehicle using which the people are going out and the number of seats available in the vehicle. Click on save. Your reporting pass will be generated. Single pass will be generated for all the selected students. Continuation form, as we have seen in the master section, we created the continuation form for any particular course, and the student who is willing to continue with the institute will be filling this form. All the details will be selected here. The amount will reflect here from the masters that we have created. You will be having the various payment modes. The student can pay the fees in cash, check, demand draft, bank transfer using NEFT or any internet banking, etc. And online option is also there. So using these options, you can pay the defined amount. You have to give a remark and the other details and save your record. So this is how these continuation forms are used. Other than this, we have certain reports with us like Student Dynamic Report. Student Dynamic Report gives you certain dynamic features to generate your required reports with required details. You don't have to generate a bulky report or the data which is not in use currently. You can simply select your required data in the required order. Let's say we have selected 2 to 3 things here along with certain more details. You can use these options given here, the ordering, serial number, sorting options which are available here. You can sort by class, you can group by class or institute. Let's say we have grouped the details by course. You can select the orientation, you can give the alignments and all. Certain filters are also given here. If you wish to select the details from here, you can select the course, you can select the class, you can select the session. Let's say we are having the details about 2 courses and we can take a print in various formats. We can have an HTML format, PDF, Excel and CSV. Currently we are just simply printing the record. Using this dynamic report, you can also send the SMS to the students in bulk as well as to the individual. You can send the notifications, ERP notifications, which will be visible here in the ERP in student and parent login. You can also send the emails. For sending the SMS and emails, your SMS integration as well as the email integration should be done with the ERP. The report which we generated using this export looks something like this. So this is the report that we have generated. We grouped the report using the course. So we have all the details about the course here. The class is there. Another course students will be listed here below. So this is how the students have been categorized by the course. All the filter options are given here. You can use these filter options. You can use the operators. Let's say I have used the filter option on the scholar number. You can use the operator that, let's say, scholar number contains, for example, BTech. So this is how you can use your filters and generate your own reports. Next is the card report. Card reports are used to generate the iCards for the students, for employees also. If we are talking about the student, one iCard for a student. You will be selecting the template. These templates are created in the main masters. Select the student for whom you want to generate the iCard. We have selected a few students here and click on generate and print. You can also get this report in HTML and PDF. iCards for the selected students have been printed here. We have the editor reports with us. Editor reports are also created in the main masters using the editor templates. You can generate the bona fide certificates using these editor reports, provisional admission, character certificates. You can generate other certificates like migration certificates, transfer certificates, etc. Let's see one bona fide certificate or one character certificate for any particular student, how they are generated. You have to select the institute, course and class as we are doing in previous forms also. If you have the scholar number with you, the student name with you, you can use all these filter options given here. You can give the pass year in which the student passed out. You can give the past exam. Let's say the student has passed out final external exam in the month of March. And the passing year is 2021. Click on search. All the students will be listed here. Select the student for which you want to generate the certificate and click on print. The certificate looks something like this. You can also modify these templates using the editor template in the main masters. Next is the custom reports. Custom reports are used for the form kind of reports like student registration forms, select the institute, course and class. You can also give the student name and scholar number if you have with you and click on search. The students will be listed here. You can select the student for whom you want to generate the forms. These forms can be generated in HTML and PDF as I have told you earlier, and we are getting a print here. So this is how the student registration forms look like. You can take a print on the A4 size paper and you can also save these records. This was all about the student registration module. Thank you.